Brother Consul, man, what you and Mr. Dalco just said is I could talk for 2 hours. It's so much going on in my head. I'm trying to make this very simple. I don't want to hog the call. But I got to say, man, that 15 minutes that you gave this morning, that 15-minute period, I said, this brother is becoming an elite teacher and communicator. I mean, we all work at honing our craft and our skill, but truly, I am amazed at your ability to communicate the way you do. And that 15 minutes that you gave in that pre-call, I was just sitting here going, I said, this dude is teaching. And if you're sharing that kind of information with your team every day, man, you are a legend, absolutely, in the absolute making. I was blown away.
Kansu Hotep Atum did a master class in networking and personal development in 13 minutes. 13 minutes, I timed it, 13 minutes. Man, we need to have a longer discussion on that. I'm glad I'm driving this time, so I didn't take notes, because if I tried to recap it, I'd be on here for about 3 hours. That was amazing, Kansu. Thank you, brother, for doing that. I'm hoping everybody's plugged in, because the power call starts at 10:45. When we jump in and we give some illumination on some of the things we heard, that's just the icing on the cake. The power call is that pre-call that our amazing moderators chose out for the team as the mindset, the mastermind for the day. Now, I need to say this to you guys. Listen, I was focused on this very heavily for the last week. Mr. Best will tell you I've been calling him because I've been a little concerned, not in a bad way, just in a good way, as we get bigger, it gets harder to congeal the team. It gets harder to hold the group together. Just a little bit of history. There used to be 2 webinars per day in Carrot Bars International. And when they stopped doing it, the teams, they splintered. Not a bad thing. It's just not the best. The teams splintered. Wealth Builders Worldwide became prominent. Synergy Gold team became prominent. Brian McGinty's team in Australia became prominent. There's about 6 or 7 prominent teams that make up the global Carrot Bars International family. And once that splinter occurred, it's almost impossible to bring it all back together because the teams are so large. We do a really good job on Thursday night with the Empower Call. That's kind of the collective. That's everybody globally. But Wealth Builders Worldwide became a cohesive team under the leadership of Ty and Val Best. That's why I make such a concerted effort to send text messages through all of my WhatsApp groups and say, I hope you're on this call. You need to bring everything to the center.
Rahubat Yasar. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings to all around the world. My name is Kansu Hotep Atum, and this is the unofficial pre-power call warm-up show. And you see what we're going to get into today. We're going to talk about our coins. It seems like some people are freaking out. So hopefully I can add some stability to some of the people who are just really feel lost right now with everything that's going on with our coin and don't really understand, this transition that we're going through. So hopefully I can resolve some of that. Now, there's some brothers from South Africa. It was posted on Carrot Bars World. I'm hoping that most of you are plugged in and have seen it. If you haven't seen it, that means that you should probably join the group Carrot Bars World. But Mrs. Gober posted this, and these 2 gentlemen, I don't think I can break it down better than they can, so I'm not even going to try to. What I am going to do is kind of play some of their stuff and then, do what I do and elaborate, give my little 2 cents in on it. So let's get it started.
All right, hey guys, it's Bruce here.
Hi guys, Andrew.
And we just thought to shoot this quick video. It's Sunday here in Mozambique, and we've sent our families down to the beach so we can have a little bit of quiet time with you. We do have Jenna here with us, and so from time to time you might see her wander around in the background or shout or something, and that's absolutely fine because this is a family business, guys. That's why we've chosen to do this. But having said that, we've wanted to shoot this video for a very specific reason. We're seeing a negative effect that's currently happening in 2 different places. It's happening in the open market space, and it's happening within our community. And this negativity just comes out of uncertainty Okay, and that uncertainty will always lead to two different emotions, either fear or anger. And so really what we want
And you know, and that's what's going on, people. If you listen to the comments and you see the comments where people don't understand and they are being, negative, it's either in anger or in fear, and you can tell from reading within the comments. So to me, they're right on point here, because uncertainty and then an anticipation and a negative result is causing the fear. But I want to tell you guys, I'm going to move on with this, but I want to tell everybody, just hang in there, watch and tune in today's stream with an open mind if you are really feeling, some kind of negative about where the KBC is at right now and where it's going, because we're going to break it down for you, and hopefully we can resolve that.
wanted to do in this video, Andrew and I, is quickly shoot a quick State of the Nation address, for lack of a better word, and help give some information so that we can bring down the uncertainty, and then that brings down the fear and the anger. And we really hope.
And one thing I just want to say about that is leaders do not help to fuel the uncertainty. It's not helping you, and it's not helping your team. All right, so just stay plugged in and ask questions to the upline if you need to.
That this is of value to you guys. So very quickly, guys, what we're seeing in the open market space, which we don't have much control over, is we're seeing a lot of people zooming in on the KBC coin at the moment. You must remember that the KBC coin is the old coin. The company is currently in its hard fork process, and so we're nowhere near the end of that process yet. And because the open market doesn't know that, because the open market hasn't bothered to access the hard fork process paper, which Carrot Bars has released to us, the affiliates, they just...
And right there, I want to say something that's pretty important. It's, there's a lack of knowledge in the crypto world and even inside of Carrot Bars about what takes place during a hard fork, what a hard fork is all about. And of course, that makes it so that people that don't know, what happens is, they take those two emotions, either fear or anger, and they try to go ahead and, sell their stuff off. Well, I'm going to tell you this. If you're selling your coins, great, because I'm buying them. But what I'm saying is I would hold those coins, because what's happening now is similar to what's happening in gold with gold. We know that gold is undervalued, right? Well, also our coin is undervalued. And so the reason I make that comparison is because of this. People don't really know the value of it, and that's what makes it undervalued. But for people who are smart and who have been in this, for a while, you understand that that's the time to buy. What is, you buy low, you sell high. See, when some people see an issue, I see an opportunity, right? and I just would like y'all to maybe hone in on the idea of opportunity instead of the difficulty, because this is an opportunity to just get more. This coin has the potential, my opinion, and speculation, no doubt. This coin has the potential to be worth between 30 and 50 grand within the next couple years. And so much so that the chairman even thinks that it will be. And he said so. Okay, now this is speculative. But what I'm saying is, if you can get a coin for less than a penny, and it has the speculative potential to be worth $30,000 or $40,000, how many coins would you get? Guys, this is literally the inception of Bitcoin, going back to the inception of Bitcoin. This is opportunity, mass opportunity. This is where the wealth transfer happens. And see, some of you are transferring your wealth for pennies to me, which is okay for me, but it's not going to be okay for you. And I hate to see y'all do that to yourself. At the same time, I'm going to keep buying. So y'all keep selling, I'm going to keep buying. And then, in 6 months or so,
see a coin that's dropping, and so we're seeing a lot of people then doing what's called a dump. They don't know what's going on with the coin. They don't know its value. They don't know its use in the marketplace, so they just get rid of it. And that's a normal trading thing that happens. The knock-on effect, ironically, into our community is that we're seeing some people who also don't understand the hard fork process, who are also seeing that drop in price and who are also panicking and so selling their coin. And so I really want to encourage you, after this video, go into the comment section and find the link that takes you into the company's official document that shows the hard fork process.
Now, there's one thing that I didn't like about this video. There is no such link attached to the YouTube video, or I would have provided it for you guys today. I think maybe they forgot to post it. I'm hoping that's what it was.
Look at the circled section where we are and understand that we're still moving into the mainnet KBC. Guys, for those of you who don't understand what the use of that coin is, you need to understand that blockchain is a little bit like a highway. It helps something move from point A to point B. The mainnet KBC helps people have phone calls between one K1 phone and another. It helps them send data between one phone and another, media files, videos, photos. With the WIM laptop that the company has created, you can send data and information from K1s to WIMs and WIMs to K1s. Our K1 phones are also hard wallets, guys. That allows us to move cryptocurrencies from point A to point B. And those will need to move on a blockchain, on a highway, just like mainnet KBC. Our Carrot Bit exchange operates on that blockchain. Our CEM machines, when people go and scan their QR code, an instruction is sent via blockchain, our CarrotNet mainnet, to then release X amount of cash gold. So that highway has to be paid for. It's almost like a toll gate to set up, and that's what KBC is. That's the use of KBC. It's the toll that people pay to access that. So the core.
So I want to tell you, for the crypto people, to me, I can kind of compare it in to Ether, right? Because Ether is that gas that you need to make the transactions. Well, KBC is going to be the Ether. In my, this is just from my understanding. It's going to be very similar to the Ether of our own blockchain. So you can imagine the value is the value is going to be massive. You need this for this whole thing to function, right? So when you want to pay your phone bill, it's going to be done with KBC. When you make a phone call that maybe said does require a toll, it's going to be KBC. All of these transactions that are going to start happening are going to need KBC. So if you're wondering where the value is about to come from, just give it a little bit of time, guys.
Coin has a use. The coin will grow in value as more and more people adopt it. The open market doesn't know that, and some people in our community don't know that, and they're currently dumping their coins. Now the knock-on effect is that people are then saying, oh, if KBC is in free fall, then the company must be in free fall. Cash out right now, guys. Carrot Bit's going under. The naysayers from ages ago are saying, oh, I told you it was a Ponzi.
And what people don't realize, who come from that mentality, is the gold is still accumulating that backs this company up. There's somebody mining gold right now. And that gold is going into our vault that backs up our ecosystem.
Scheme, these are the guys who've been saying the same thing for the last 9 years. That's how old the company is, and they couldn't be further. It couldn't be further from the truth. The company is still selling gold, guys, and will continue to sell gold.
Yeah.
It's still selling blockchain-based products. It's still aggressively creating market shares. There's a whole lot that the company is doing, and Andrew's going to go into more of that in a moment. Here's what you do need to know: the company is healthy, it's strong. They're going to continue making good decisions for us, the community. And they're going to continue to create public awareness out in the marketplace. Andrew's going to go through what we can do right now at this stage, how we both stay up to date on information, okay, like plugging into our official Telegram channels, plugging into the Facebook pages. That's important.
Okay, right there, plugging in. I got to spend a moment on that, because with all that's going on, these changes are happening very quick. And what was current information yesterday may no longer be valid today. And the only way that you're going to stay up to date is you got to be plugged in. You should be on the calls, the training call last night. And look, this is how deep it is in my house. I fell asleep and my wife took notes for me from the call, and then I can watch it again today. But I mean, it's just, point is, stay plugged in. Stay plugged in, because the trainings that are coming out are to help us as affiliates with what's going on right now. People call me all the time like, how am I going to make money now? We're not selling crypto. I tell them to plug in. Plug in. I'm gonna start telling people that if you call me or text me. Matter of fact, I'm starting it today. I think I'm getting the Miss Glaspie spirit in this sense. Like, if you call me or text me with a question that was covered in any of the trainings throughout the week, I'm gonna simply tell you to plug in. Don't get mad at me. I'm telling you all now. So anybody calls me with a question that was covered in the training, I'm going to respond plug in. So if I respond that to a question, that means you can need to go back and check out the training. No, but for real, listen. Stay on top of, stay up to date the best you can. The WhatsApp groups are really good. And just because things are changing so fast that if you don't stay plugged in, you could lose a lot of money. You could lose out on major opportunities. And don't think that you're caught up, because with a company that's alive and evolving in such a way as Carrot Boards, you're never caught up. Even if you think that you're caught up, you ain't caught up with what Howard Seiss is devising in his office right now. How could you be? You don't know what he's putting together. So you're never caught up. You never know what tomorrow's announcement's going to be. Make sure you go into that back office and you check those latest news often too. It's somebody put a long thing in here. I guess I'm going to read it and see what they're saying. Buddy Miller, I have no problem with coin. My purpose is buying when it's low and keep switching my fiat currency to gold, period. To me, this opportunity is the greatest in our lifetime, when we never had the opportunity to have 24 karat gold in small, affordable amounts, to all within an ecosystem as technology allows us to receive. Privacy is the new order. Yes, very well put together, brother, and you're absolutely right. Great, and keep adding content to the chat too, because this adds content to the stream. I love when y'all put all this amazing information, and I encourage people to read the contents within this stream, because people definitely drop some great information there, especially Miss Deborah Nixon and Brother Hillman Muhammad, and just all the amazing people that tune in every day and are really trying to build together. I'm not going to go through this whole stream with y'all, because I would like y'all to plug in and watch it. So I kind of presented it to kind of quell some of the discomfort about the coin, to answer and resolve some questions, but take the initiative and go watch the video. It's on Karatbar's World. Mrs. Gober just posted it, so go check it out. Go check it out. I'm not even going to post the link. I'm going to start letting y'all do some homework. You know what I mean? So go over there at Karatbar's World. If you're not in Karatbar's World yet, go ahead and join. You'll know the official page, because there's 20-some thousand members, and the unofficial page is 15 members. Which reminds me, it is against compliance to name your Facebook pages after Karatbars unless you have specific permission. Okay, so don't name your groups, your pages, Karatbars, anything. You're not really supposed to do that. Okay, just a little hint, a little tip that I've learned along the way. Same thing with your YouTube channel. No Karatbars as the title. Same thing with your website, Facebook pages, so forth. I see Master Steve Henderson on here. Yeah, brother, if you get a chance, I want you to go back and watch this, because I answered some questions that I think will be good for you. I'm also going to send you a link. Actually, that link that Sarah Voorhees posted there, if you get a chance, check that out. I appreciate you being on here today, sir. I guess we do have some time to go a little further into the video, so let's do that.
And Andrew's also going to go through how we as a community can act in this period. Guys, again, we don't have say on what the marketplace is doing. The marketplace, unfortunately, is mostly ignorant. We don't have an excuse to be ignorant. We've got the right information. We've got the right pieces of the puzzle in place to be able to really act powerfully, responsibly, and strongly over this next period. So I'm going to hand over to Andrew as he takes you through what the company is doing and what we get to do during this time.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Brucey. Thanks for that. I mean, one of the things I love about Bruce is he just communicates so well, which so beautifully communicated once again. Guys, I just want to preface everything that I'm going to say here is that, and I want you guys to understand this, is long-term vision will always beat short-term thinking. And what we're seeing at the moment is a lot of short-term thinkers panicking, doing what short-term thinkers do, frankly.
Right.
But I can tell you he's not panicking. And I can tell you he's got the long-term vision. and that's people like Harold Seitz.
That's
and,
right.
And obviously people like Yusuf Haidt, etc. So I want to encourage everyone, always remember, long-term vision always beats short-term thinking. So, guys, here's currently what we know corporate are doing at the moment to address everything. Number one is, look, they're going to be, obviously, they're going to keep selling gold at a competitive price, guys. They, this is the thing, is that Bruce has done a huge amount of research on this, and we welcome anyone to go and do the same research, even the doubters. You will not find a company that sells gold in small increments for as competitively as what Carib.
So you hear that? They've been doing research for 10 years to try to find a company that's the cheapest company selling gold, and they cannot find a cheaper company for the increments of gold that we can acquire nowhere on the planet. So I hope that also helps to quell that argument a little bit.
So we continue to do that. We've been doing that for 9 years, and guys, they're going to continue doing that. That is the basis of this company. The company wants to be a gold product. The blockchain is merely a way for them to move the gold along more freely, and with more capabilities and create more value. But underlying it all is the gold. Nothing's changed there. Two, they're going to continue selling products which drive up the use and the price of the KBC. We're talking there about your WIMs and your K1 phones and your.
So another important point: every WIM, every K1 Impulse phone, see, these products are going to boost the coin. Has anybody on our team sold a K1 Impulse phone, a CM, a couple WIMs? See, this is going to continue. People are saying that the technology is out there. Where's the blockchain phone? I seen the YouTube video. That doesn't mean nothing. Show me one. Come up and show me a blockchain phone that's not ours. We have exclusive technology that is going to go way up. Think about this. What happens when we open up the stores? What happens when the Karatbar store is in your Walmart? What happens when a Karatbar store is in your Kmart or your mall? Or you see what I'm saying? They're gonna have Karatbars. They're about to open it up so that people can own stores that are going to be selling these products. Now, these products drive up the price of our coin. See, our coin is backed by gold. It's also backed by everything that's within our ecosystem. You see? So it has no choice but to go up. This is the only time you're going to get an opportunity to get it the price you're going to get it. So yeah, sure, some people seeing their values are a little low on the exchange because your value is reflected by the coin. But in a week or two, as that coin starts doing this, you're going to see your value bounce right back. So whatever you do, do not sell your coin. Because, just hold them. Hold on to them. Because these gentlemen are absolutely right. We have so many different aspects of how these coins will gain value. And if Bitcoin was able to do what it did without any of this backing, you can just imagine what our coin will do.
CEMs. And guys, here's what you got to accept: long-term vision again versus short-term thinking. Do I expect us to receive the perfect product first off? No, I don't, because we're pioneers. But that's where they make their money. Pioneers make their money where as they pave the way for other people. So are the rollouts going to be perfect? Are the products going to be perfect first time around? No, they're not. But once again, it's the long-term vision people that understand where the company's going versus the short-term thinkers who panic about certainly of those products. And there's, of course, Jenna. So and guys, here's the most important thing. Bruce, I wasn't at Amsterdam, but Bruce was at Amsterdam. Many of you guys were at Amsterdam. Sorry, not Amsterdam, Madrid. We're in Madrid, okay? And the main thing about the Madrid was talking about the listing of the Gold Standard Bank. And guys, that's one of the most important projects, if not the most important project the company is currently busy with. And they've got a hugely mapped out rollout of this, and they know exactly where they're going on that journey. And this is a huge thing, guys. I understand this. This is going to be a publicly listed company with public audits.
Oh, did we mention that? I forgot to talk about that. The fact that our company is going to be publicly listed, and some people are saying when. Well, from my understanding, it has to do with this hard fork, and so forth. So it's going to take a little time, but just give it time. It's already already been written. That's another thing. So we're actually going to have we're gonna be bought, sold, and traded. We're gonna have stock that's bought, sold, and traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Bitcoin wasn't able to do that. That's why I say we won the race already. everybody else everybody else is still running.
It's one has to have as a public company. Now they wouldn't be doing this if they weren't a transparent company. They wouldn't be wanting to go public. And so they're going to continue.
Wow. And he just brought up a point that I think is one of the most important points in this video. The fact that we're going public means that we don't have anything to hide. The last thing a company would want to do is go up before, the different trials you have to go through to get onto the New York Stock Exchange if they weren't 100% official. Our company's authenticity and validation, I don't think should any longer even be in question. To me, there's something going on in the mind of the people that can question this company with this type of authenticity.
And push ahead with this, with their plan to list Gold Standard Bank on several different exchanges. All right, so that's not going to stop. No matter how many haters are out there, that's not stopping them. Haters can keep screaming away. That ain't stopping. Okay, they're also going to make business decisions, guys. And this is what's so important. And I don't want to elaborate on this too much because I think this is what Harold Seitz is going to elaborate on, which is one of the next points I'm going to bring. But they're going to keep making business decisions which protect both the growth of the company and its products, and therefore the health of the community. Therefore, whatever decision they make for the company is to protect you and me, to protect us, to protect the money that we've put in. And does it mean sometimes that it's going to be, things are going to have to dip before they get better again? Yes, unfortunately, that is what it means. But once again, let me go back to my statement from right in the beginning. Long-term vision will always beat short-term thinking. All right, so sometimes you've got to go through a bit of a 4x4 track before you get back onto the tar road again, guys. And of course, in the next 72 hours, Dr. Harold Seitz will be releasing a public statement to help keep the community up to date and informed. And so this is very important. I suggest you guys all keep looking out for that. And when he does, it will be publicly, you're able to share it publicly with everyone. And I think there you're going to see some of the long-term vision statements coming out versus the short-term thinking. And what I'm most excited about, guys, is that corporate is going to be sending their teams around the world to keep creating public awareness on what we're doing. And for us here in Southern Africa, and why I say Southern Africa, because I know we've got a community which we value in places like Zimbabwe and Namibia. We really value you guys in those countries. Mauritius as well, of course, Brucey, Mauritius. Corporate are actually setting up Market Bratchko. He arrives in South Africa on the 2nd of February. In Durban, and he'll be doing a 3-city tour. Now, I just want to elaborate very quickly on that 3-city tour.
Okay, so he's getting a little off of where I want to take y'all today. But what I'm going to say is this: it's almost counterproductive for me to be on here telling you to hold your coins and to relax, because I'm buying up the coins that you're selling, but at the same time I'm doing this because everybody that tunes it with me, like I said, I love y'all, and I don't want y'all to put yourselves in a bad position over fear and speculation. I think you should trust, based on the products, the technology, the honesty that has come out of Karatbar so far, based on testimonies like mine, like the one I put this morning, like brother Danny James up there in Canada, like Sister Sarah Voorhees Spark out there in Florida, like my man Tyree Davis. You know what I'm saying? Testimonies from people who have made a success of this system, testimonies of people who believe in this coin, testimonies of people who are not selling their coin. They're just patiently waiting for the natural hard fork transition to take place so that our coin regains and goes to its true value. So anybody, just wait. That's what I would say. Anybody curious about where your worth is, just wait. Mark my words. I'll replay this video in a couple weeks, and y'all gonna be like, oh my God, this guy's a prophet. No. I'm just looking at the basic facts, and I'm adding those facts up, and I'm doing a real basic calculation. And I mean, it's a 1 + 2 = 3 calculation, guys. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. We're on the right track. Everybody be patient. Don't let uncertainty create those two negative emotions he spoke about, which is fear and anger. Don't let uncertainty be exciting, because in this company you should be excited, not scared and not fearful. If you're scared, it should be what you're going to do with all that money you're going to have. You know what I mean? That should be the kind of fears you have, if any, But with that being said, I know my time's about out. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Sarah Sparkles posted the link to this video, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. I definitely highly recommend you check that out. Also, do what I'm going to do today and go back and watch the training from last night. My wife told me it was dynamic, something you do not want to miss. She has like 2 pages of notes for me. So it was apparently a really, really good training. So I'm going to go back and watch it today. Stay plugged in. Make sure you get over to the power call. In fact, if you want to extend your stay with me, you can get over to the power call, because I am going to be hosting the power call today. So, everybody go make your cup of coffee, get ready, get your notebooks out, you know what I mean, and get ready to tune in, because I have a powerful setup for y'all today, and I look forward to y'all being there. Remember, this is not the power call, and this is definitely not a substitute. This is the pre-power call. No, this is the unofficial pre-power call warm-up show. My name is Kansu Hotep Atum, and you know what I say. Wadu, Au, wait. Wadu and Au. There it is.